This week, we spend $0. How's it going, guys? Colin here with Trax RC, and today we have episode 6 in the SCX10 to upgrade series. As most of you guys know, this is the week that we will be announcing the winner of this Yeah Racing spare tire cover. So the winner of this Yeah Racing spare tire cover is Time for RC. Time for RC commented, "I just subbed to you, like the tire cover, that's cool." So thanks a lot, man, for commenting on this video, and also thanks for subscribing to us. So congratulations, man. However, there are a couple requirements before you can get this spare tire cover. The first requirement is that you must be a subscriber, and you must live in the United States. You must contact us via Facebook. We'll have a link in the description to our Facebook page, and then we'll also reply to your last comment on the giveaway video with a link to our Facebook page again. So just go to that, and then you can contact us within 10 days. If you do not contact us within 10 days, we'll have to pick a new winner. So we'll get a hold of you, and then we'll ship this spare tire cover out to you. So there is one more thing that we're going to need you to do. We are going to need you to comment below in this video saying that you won this giveaway. So now that we got the giveaway out of the way, we're going to move on to the upgrade that we have planned this week for our SCX10. Today's upgrade, we will be spending $0 because today's upgrade is 100% free mods. We will be doing a couple of free mods in this video, but the first mod that we have planned is we are going to remove this light bar right up here because it just gets in the way when you're on the trails and the woods. It just hangs up on branches and stuff like that, so we're going to completely get rid of that. So it's super easy to remove this light bar. All you have to do is remove 8 screws, 3 on each side and then 2 screws behind, and then you have it off your RC. It looks a little strange at first, but we'll get used to it, and it'll definitely help the performance because 1, it will not get hung up on branches, and 2, it will also get rid of some of the weight that was up top. So the next mod we have for this RC is we are going to take the yellow shock springs from the front and switch them with the white shock springs from the rear. The reason why we're going to do that is because the white shock springs in the rear are softer than the yellow shock springs that we have in the front, and this is how it comes stock. So this is a really cheap mod, well, it's actually a free mod that you can do that will help improve your suspension because you want a softer suspension in the front as opposed to a softer suspension in the rear. So first, we are going to remove the 4 tires. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to remove the screw and the rod end holding it in place on all 4 of the shocks. So after that, you can remove the top screw on all 4 of the shocks. You do not necessarily have to do this to remove the spring. However, if you want to, you can. We are not going to do this just for the sake of time. So what we're going to do is we are going to remove the bottom shock cup right there, and the spring should fall off. We are going to do this to all 4 shocks. So now that we have all the springs off, we are going to take the firmer yellow springs from the front and install them on the rear by using the reverse process that we just used. Just slide that on just like that. And then you are going to take the softer white springs from the rear and install them onto the front of the RC. Just like that. So once you're done putting the shock on all 4 of the springs, you are done with that modification. All you have to do is reinstall the shocks back onto the car. The next mod that we're going to do is actually on the shock again. We are going to take these super tiny screws from the roll cage, from the light bar on the roll cage that we just took off, and we are going to install them into the bottom of the shock cup right here, and that will hold the shock cup on so it will not fall off anymore. After you're done installing those screws to hold the shock cup in, you can simply reinstall 4 more screws on the rod end of the shock to hold it to the rest of the car. Before we go ahead and put the tires back on the car, we have one more modification that we're going to do. What we are going to do is we are going to vent these tires. So now different people have many different thoughts about venting tires. Some people do not like to vent tires if they like to run in water. because then the water will get in the tire and you will have to remove the bead lock and dry the foam out. But venting tires is good if you're not going to go on water and you really want performance, because venting tires makes it a lot softer and it lets air be released from the tire so that it can grip easier on rocks. So the reason why we are venting our tires on this RC car and not the rest of our RC cars is because on our Gen 8, that is mainly our water car. We don't really drive our SCX10 through much water, so that's why we think it's a good idea to vent the tires so we get as much performance out of these as we can. So to vent these tires, we are going to simply pinch the tire just like this, and we are going to take some wire cutters and cut, being very careful, cut a little portion of the tire off just like that. So we're going to do this 2 times, 1 on each side on all of our tires. So after you're done venting all the tires, you can install them back onto the car. So this week we spent absolutely $0 and we were able to make this thing a much better performer. So if you're interested in seeing more of this RC, we'll have a link in the description where you can check out the rest of this upgrade series. We've already done quite a few upgrades to this RC and we plan on doing a ton more of upgrades. We want to thank everyone who entered our giveaway. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing. We hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one.